Did you work with Doug Gottlieb much when he was at CBS? I think there was some crossover there
Yeah,
before he went
we
to
did.
Fox.
We did a little bit. Yeah.
Were you surprised that he became a college coach, or did you see that coming?
No, I thought that Doug always thought like a coach, talked like a coach. I mean, he was a great point guard for a team that went to the Elite Eight. Doug was the son of a coach.
Yeah.
I thought that Doug had coaching in his blood.
Do you expect that he'll get a second season in Green Bay? Do you
I
know
do.
anything there? Yeah.
No, I do. And look, this is what I want to say right now because I think it's important. The Doug Gottlieb, who maybe is on social media or maybe is on the air, is not the Doug Gottlieb I think of when his name comes up. I mentioned to you the scary car accident I got in 8 years ago. Nobody that I had worked with was more of a better friend than Doug Gottlieb during that time. Checking on me, inviting me to his house, all that stuff. He is a much different person off the air. He's a great father to his children. He's a much different person off the air than what you see, obviously, on social media. And he's even said to me, he goes, if I ever go at you on Twitter, you know I love you. Like, just, don't take it personally. And, I know he's had a tough season. He's going through it, but he got the job late, and he'll need, an offseason right now to try and to right that ship. But it's also, I don't think it's ever been more difficult. Forget about Green Bay, just to be a mid-major coach. Because, think about it right now. We are now, finally able to compensate players for name, image, and likeness. It should have happened a long time ago. But now, if you're really good at the mid-major level, you're going to have an opportunity to increase your worth and go play at a higher level and make more money, which is what everybody should do. It's capitalism. And now, if you're looking at it from a mid-majors perspective, you're going to try and retain your guys. But if your guys are any good, they're probably going to go somewhere else. And look, there's also mid-major coaches who are able to have great success and they can't move on to other jobs, and then they can't regain the momentum that they once had after maybe winning in the NCAA tournament. I've heard this. I believe Fran Fraschilla, who I'm very close with, told me this once in one of our conversations, and we're going to see this now over the next 10 days. I believe the most pressure we may see over the next 5 weeks is for these favorites in these mid-major conference tournaments. And I think it's even been amplified the last couple of years, and I'm going to tell you why. If you won your regular season title, you knew that you were guaranteed a berth in the old postseason NIT. Now, what's the big difference in the old postseason NIT now versus the new one? You played games at Madison Square Garden. Now, I may be biased because I'm a New Yorker, but that to me growing up was still an event. And if you didn't make the NCAA tournament and you were a team that could go play in the Garden, that was worth playing for. That chip is no longer there.
Yeah.
So I know there's more tournaments this year. I know Fox is doing a tournament called The Crown. They're going to do it in Las Vegas the week before the Final Four. But I think now getting to the NCAA tournament is even more of a goal where it's the NCAA tournament or bust than we've seen in past years because of the changes to the other events, especially the NIT not being at the Garden.